Forced positivity. This is a phrase that I actually heard from J-Lo, and I thought about it and it was like, duh, maybe that's exactly what you're doing, Susie. You are forcing positivity so that you can drastically change your life for the better. So how do you do force positivity? J-Lo says it's what she tells her children. We're going to talk about that today. This is Susie, your beautiful millionaire swan queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful duckling. Subscribe, smash the like button, share my video, and I will love you forever. I am a life coach with a 99.6% success rate in getting people back together with the love of their life. It is my specialty, but it's not the only thing I do. If you would be interested in joining my paid Facebook group or working with me one-on-one, please check out the links in the description below. So let's talk about this. I created my Lucifer packages, and I have a Lucifer video package, a Lucifer text package, and a Lucifer mini text package. And I tell you guys, it's to help you get out of your hell loop. So you're a client and you're messaging me every day. Sunday through Thursday is when I do the messages on those packages. And you get the calls depending upon which package you buy. And we do our calls and we do our messages 5 days a week. What I'm doing those 5 days a week is forcing positivity on you. And how am I forcing positivity on you? Well, let's think about this. Everybody has crazy lives, and I have a total crazy life. What people don't know is because honestly, what I've been through is different than what you've been through, what other people have been through. But when you are at rock bottom has a basement, which has a basement, which has a basement, and you can't keep going further down. And things that I don't share because a success story did not help change my life. And that's why I don't share success stories. Number one, so I don't break my clients' privacy. They are human beings who have to live with the consequences of my actions. And if I give information, it identifies them, they could have repercussions. Number two, it's not what I've been through, it's what I can teach you that gets you to your life that you want to create. So number one, people don't know that basically after my divorce, life was so bad. I got a job. That job didn't work out. I got another job. That job didn't work out because of things that my ex did. I lost the place that we were living in because he didn't abide by the rules of the court, so I was homeless. Wound up staying with a friend, and I got a job and a new apartment. Everything was going great. He had my car repossessed because he decided he wasn't going to pay for it anymore. So I had no way to get to work because my job was a 30-minute drive away. So I lost that place to live. Wound up being called by one of my neighbors that my landlord was literally unpacking my apartment and people were taking my stuff. Literally. Then I stayed with some friends again. And I got my apartment now that I have, and I got another job, and I lost that job, and I got another job, and then I left that job, and I got another job, and I got another job. During all of this, I kept what you would call forced positivity. And forced positivity, when you are living with friends and you have your children are now split because the girls wouldn't go with their dad and the boys went with their dad. So you're not in your own place. You feel like you're tiptoeing around. You're helping out, but you're not helping out. You're in the way and you're constantly in the way. And your friends are feeling sorry for you and they want to hear the daily drama. And when you start doing really good and you feel like you've been knocked back another 20 steps, been there, done that. So what forced positivity did for me was, that's a bad thought. I'm not going to entertain that thought because somehow, some way, I'm going to get through this. My daughter, Savannah, and I's favorite phrase is, somehow we're going to get through this. We always do. We always get through this and we come out better than we were before. And for 8 years, November, week of Thanksgiving, will be my 9th anniversary of being in this apartment. So what have I manifested? I don't care about granite countertops. I don't care about things that go bump in the night that, like those things don't mean anything. When you have been at rock bottom and you've had to buy 5 cars in 5 years, you've been homeless twice, you have lost your job because of something else somebody did. That's why I tell you, you don't have to change everybody, because changing that person is cosmetics. It's like having cosmetic surgery. You only change them for a little bit, and then you got to go back in and have the cosmetic surgery. Think of Joan Rivers. How many cosmetic surgeries did she have? So many that she didn't even look like who she was when she was in her 20s. She actually looked better because she was doing it. Think about words that you are saying, the thoughts in your head that everybody tells you that creates your life. And y'all are so worried about these damaging thoughts in your head. What do you think I was thinking when I was homeless with my girls? What do you really think I was thinking? That I was a great parent? That I was doing the best that I could at the time? No, I was thinking that somehow, some way, I'm going to get through this and I'm going to come out better on the other end. I don't know how, but I'm going to get better. When the bad thoughts came in, I would be like, you know what? It's just a bad thought. It doesn't materialize. That part of my life is in the past. I'm not going to bring that. It's why I tell people, nope, 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 nope. Stop saying that. Don't do that. I swear I'm going to be the coach screenshotted, and I may be creating it for some of you, because they're going to take out the part that says, I'm sorry, I'm about to be blunt. And I'm going to sit there and say, stop saying that. You are creating that because you keep saying that. You are going down that rabbit hole. Was I saying I was going to be homeless? Absolutely not. I was literally saying, somehow, some way, I'm going to get through this. You know, the funny thing is, that I had the money to make up the rent for the second place. I had it. She refused to accept it, and she still made me leave. And then she got in trouble, and she was packed up the exact same way she packed up everybody else. So we got a little justice there, but it still didn't change my circumstances. I was constantly talking out loud. I'm struggling, I'm struggling, I'm struggling, I'm struggling, I'm struggling, I'm struggling. In my head, I was slicing lunch meat. I am wealthy, I am wealthy, I am wealthy, I am wealthy. I wasn't getting wealthy. I literally wasn't. And I kept saying, you know what? Yeah, I got 4 raises in a year at Walmart. But you know what those 4 raises a year added up to? An extra $20 a week, which was an extra $40 a paycheck. Oh, great. Now I could buy a few extra groceries, because by the time I paid the rent, paid the electric, put gas in my car, I still only had $100 left for 2 weeks to live. Most weeks, paychecks, every 2 paychecks, I had $50 left to buy groceries for 2 weeks for me and the girls. That's not a lot when you think about it. But my words kept me in there. I'm so happy I'm struggling. Literally, I was so happy because I could breathe. I wasn't being torn apart. I wasn't constantly being nitpicked and judged and picked on by my ex anymore. So I was able to breathe, and I kept saying, I'm struggling and I'm happy. I am so happy. I am so grateful to be out of that situation. I would gladly struggle. Nobody told me to stop saying those words out loud. Nobody told me that I needed to change my story. And if they did say, change your story, I would say, well, how do I do that? Because we're in our heads 86,400 seconds a day. And we're thinking, should I have this thought? Is this a good thought? Is this a bad thought? Oh my God, this is going to mess up what I'm trying to create because I just had this thought. Until you verbalize it, it doesn't come true, guys. That's why some things happen and some things don't. And I can sit there and say in my own life, I am wealthy, I am wealthy, I am wealthy, I am wealthy. All the time I was slicing lunch meat. And salami, depending upon if you slice it on a 1 or a 1.5, was 60 to 80 slices. So I said 80 times, I am wealthy. And then the next lunch meat I was slicing, then the next cheese I was slicing. Every time I did that slicer, I was constantly saying it. So I guarantee you I was saying it thousands of times a day because I was working a 7 or 8 hour shift. And because I was doing that, I was only saying it in my head. Out loud, my thoughts did not line up with my words. So if you have to choose which words are positive, forced positivity, which words are positive? The ones you say out loud. You don't want to say, I don't want to go to work for another call center. I don't want to struggle. I don't want to be homeless again. I don't want to lose another car, because that's exactly what you're creating. I'm putting in applications and I'm not getting any callbacks. I don't want to go work for another call center. I am doing everything, the tools, the techniques, the tips. I'm learning manifesting. I can manifest little things, but not the big things. I am using the tools, techniques, tips, and everything takes forever to come. These are words that we say every single day and we don't realize it. Manifesting buddies, they're not really your manifesting buddies unless they are empowering you. If they are talking to you about the problem, you don't need that person in your life. When I took away all the people that wanted to hear about the problems, I had somebody call me the other day and I didn't hear the phone ring because I was doing other things. It was in my purse, and I checked my phone later and I saw somebody called and my head just went, oh. This person used to be a really good friend, but they were constantly talking about all the bad things that were going on in life. And as a result, I walked away from that. That person didn't want to raise themselves up. Did I leave them in that spot? No. I tried. Let's change the subject. Let's find something good to talk about. And they would still go back to that. I have somebody who drives me nuts. They tell me COVID doesn't exist in their reality. Well, yesterday was my birthday and she called me to wish me a happy birthday. And then she started talking about COVID. And I said, it's my birthday. I don't want to talk about COVID. Let's find something else to talk about. So we talked about the fact that I got my nails done. My daughter treated me and spoiled me. And I got they're acrylics, and a pedicure. And the little one, the 5-year-old, beautiful little Miss Ophelia, got her first pedicure. Now, she can't say pedicure right, but she thought it was the greatest thing in the world. And she was spoiled. And she said, I'm a princess. And she was so intent on watching what this person was doing to her feet. It was adorable. Those are the moments we need to be talking about. Those moments where everything is good. Because yesterday was my birthday. And it started out great. Savannah and the kids were awesome. I had a bunch of birthday wishes on Facebook. I had some private messages wishing me happy birthday. And then the guy who assaulted me was on my property. I had to deal with that. My son had a beautiful baby girl. Very beautiful baby girl. But she is a preemie. She's tiny. And he actually got to bring her home from the hospital yesterday. So on my way to go see my son, I had to stop and deal with something with the assault again. And then I went to my son's and I spent time with him and his beautiful girlfriend, and they were absolutely little doll of a baby. We left there, went and got nails done because we made an appointment. And then we went back there and my son made dinner. Like, holy cow, my son actually made dinner. So I got to see all my kids. I got to see the new baby. I had a wonderful day. But there was 30 minutes of my day that was absolutely horrible. And nobody should have to go through that or feel that way. But if you're focusing on that 30 minutes for the rest of the 16 hours that you're awake, that's why your life is miserable and you need forced positivity. Forced positivity is, I had a great day. Yeah, there were a few little drama pieces to my day, but it was a great day. How cool is it? On my birthday, little one, little Miss, was born the day before my birthday. She was born on the 24th of September. My birthday's the 25th of September. So it's almost a birthday present, or it is a birthday present. Which do you want to say? It's the greatest thing because in years to come, I'm going to be able to celebrate with her. We can make a day on her day and we can make a day on my day and we can celebrate. We can have 2 parties and she's going to be spoiled because that's what we do to children. How do you spoil yourself though? And when I say, why am I spoiled? It's because I feel loved. I feel cherished. I feel appreciated. I feel like the entire world, 7 billion people, adore me. The more you say these things out loud, the faster they appear in your life. So when you force yourself to only look at the good in life, which my ex-husband says, you live in a bubble. You know, not everything is good. You always look for the good in a situation. But because I always look for the good in a situation, I came through being homeless. I came through losing vehicles, jobs, in bad situations with beauty and grace. How do you want to come through the situation? Forced positivity might be the thing that you need to do by saying, you know what, that's icky. I don't like it. I'm dismissing it. It no longer exists in my world. Go away. Stop. That's a bad thought. A nightmare. Oh my God, I had the most horrible nightmare. It doesn't mean anything. That bad thought doesn't mean anything until you give it life. It's why they say what you focus on grows, and you have to have tunnel vision. Are you a racehorse and you have your blinders on so that nobody can see what's on either side of them? A racehorse cannot see what's on side of them when they have their blinders on. Are you going through that tunnel talking about the things with your friends, your family, your coworkers that are going wrong in your life, or are you talking about the things that are going right? Because if you guys want to believe that your thoughts create, and you're having bad thoughts and they're creating your life, then that's going to create a bigger problem. And then you're voicing these thoughts, which is creating more of a problem. Take a look around and start analyzing your words, because you will notice in your words, and this is my least favorite phrase, Susie, I got my specific person back, and it's just, ugh. Susie, I got my specific person and it just doesn't, you know, the feeling's just not there. Susie, I'm manifesting my specific person and I just don't really care anymore. I mean, yeah, I still love them, but should I continue to manifest them? Susie, my specific person and I went out on a date and it was just horrible. He was so mean to me. Hot and cold comes from our words. Ghosting comes from our words. Third party comes from our words. You're thinking about the fact that they have a third party. You're talking about it with your best friend, because we tell our best friends everything. And you tell your best friend, oh, I think there's a third party. I think they're dating somebody else. I know there's somebody else. Boom, you're going to get somebody else. When you walk around and you start talking about only the good things that are happening in your life, you are telling the universe, 7 billion people, God, the angels, the one consciousness, whatever you want to call it, I want more of this. I want more good things to be brought into my life. I want to be wealthy, healthy, happy. I want to be successful. Well, you want that, so you take out the word want. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am successful. I have millions in my bank account. I have a great place to live. I have a beautiful car. I have an amazing life. I love my life. Because the more you say those things out loud, you're not attracting it. You're living in the end. I always make a joke about the toilet seat. So I saw a video and I died. I died laughing. He took my toilet seat and he went a little bit further. And Joey said, you're living in the end all the time. And when you have to go to the bathroom, the moment you realize you have to go to the bathroom, you're already in the end. TMI, a little disgusting, but I tell you, How your person treats the toilet seat is a game. But think about it. You know, oh, I have to go tinkle. You better get up and go tinkle, because how long can you hold it? You know, you might be able to hold it for 5 or 10 minutes. Do you have to hold it for 30 minutes while you pull off the road to a safe gas station? Or are you going to be stuck on the interstate for an hour with your legs crossed going, I got to go potty, I got to go potty, I got to go potty, where's the bathroom? You're always living in the end. So stop trying to live in the end and start talking about your desires you want to create out loud. And then here's a little trick. Again, that's a bad thought. It doesn't mean anything. I'm now creating this. You don't have to change anything in your life but your words. And the faster you change your words, the faster your life changes for you. I love you guys. Have an absolutely positively amazing day. And as always, leave me a comment and let me know how I am drastically changing your life for the better.